To load the Nemtek integration, the device and object license is needed, or the bundle license. Once you have that, the device can be added to the unit by clicking New Device and selecting Nemtek Electric Fence. Click Next and give it a descriptive name. Enter the IP address of the unit. This will have been pre-configured. Use the default port unless it has been changed. Click Finish to accept the settings. After this is done, the device can be selected and the object list will automatically be populated with all the objects that are on the device, from the energizer to the inputs and outputs and zones. Selecting Object Properties allows viewing and setting of the object types. Choosing the Energizer object will give the user the ability to view the status and clear alarms from the Energizer page. The input states can also be viewed. This will change when the state changes. In the output page, the state of the output can be viewed and set for any of the outputs on the device. The zones page allows changing the zone mode from high voltage to low voltage, as well as setting the state from on to off. Clicking the Device Events tab shows a list of all the events that came through from the device. They can be filtered according to object. The General tab is where the integration database is configured. To configure the database, click Configure Integration Database. Then click New. Give the database a descriptive name and a size, and then select the correct Nemtek driver. Click the Close button and then select the Integration Database. Now returning to the Object Configuration tab, cameras can be added to the zones by selecting the zone and editing the object. Choose Add Camera and select the relevant camera. Overlays can be added by clicking the spanner icon and configuring the overlay according to your needs. Don't forget to click OK to store the settings. Cameras and their associated overlays can also be added to inputs and outputs using the same method. Open the Camera Viewing tab and enable the overlays on the view. Clicking on the Nemtek icon in the Resources list allows the device to be controlled. Here, states for the various object types can be viewed and changed. The condition of the output states can be viewed, and output states can be set and cleared, as well as the zones can be set to low or high voltage and on and off. With the overlays enabled, changing the conditions of a zone will pop up on the overlay. The same applies to the output. Changing the state from clear to set can also be seen on the overlay. The overlay can also show the condition of the input. The input stage will change based on an event and trigger that has been set up. A setup example would be, click on Events and create a new event. Set up the trigger to use the Nemtek to trigger the event. Any trigger or a specific trigger can be used. The energizer or a specific energizer can be used. The same applies to the inputs or the outputs as well as the zones. Once the trigger is set up, the objects on the Nemtek device can be controlled via the action associated with the trigger. The energizer can clear alarms. Outputs can be set or cleared. The zones can be set to high or low voltage as well as on or off. These events will be recorded in the integrations database. Opening the database tab and navigating to the Nemtek integration database, all the events can be seen, and selecting a specific event, the footage with its overlays from its associated camera can be viewed. Thank you for watching.